Day 27 of the 30-day challenge. You know what it is by now. If you don't, I suggest checking out the other 26 days. Hi Mox. This is where I take the month of September to work on my 7th issue of my independent comic. The challenge originally started out as 100 days of making comics, started by the wonderful Kevin Cross. I completed the challenge twice, got a few issues out of it, and I believed my progress and ability to be on the level far superior to what it was when I started these 100 days. That's the reason for doing 30 days rather than 100 days. It is winding down. I am speeding as fast as I possibly can to the finish line, which brings me to what I got done. I've got a bunch of those pencils done yesterday. Colored a few pages so far. Hoping to get about 4 pages colored. I think it's probably going to be about 3 though. And then we're still rolling for tomorrow. This brings me to a couple topics. I mentioned the other day about Gaz's videos about idea dumping. And when I was doing a hangout with Kevin Cross the other night, this idea came up again, where you start discussing your projects out loud, and it kind of takes off the tension of it, and it makes you not want to do it. And like, while other people are wondering what's the progress on it, you're at the same point like, oh well, who knows if I want to do that. Me, I'm currently in the middle of my comic series. I'm in a very weird position because I want to prove to people that I'm working on issue 7. I am also kickstarting issue 6, which means I'm trying to show snippets of the last issue I completed, all while trying to figure out what's going to happen on the 8th issue. Now this is all good and well and whatnot, and this is kind of why I tossed a panel out to Instagram the other day. If you've been checking out the descriptions down below, you've noticed me kind of trim down my social media. If you want to get a hold of me, the best way is to go on Twitter. Find me on Twitter, Samuraiox. My social media is Samuraiox across the board, so if you're looking for me, you can easily find me. But I don't think I'm going to use Snapchat, Instagram, all the other sites for my comic progress anymore. I haven't figured out how to incorporate them the best, and at this point I have 3-4 years on Instagram that muddies the water, so to speak. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do with these progress videos. I think for the most part I'll be doing updates, because there are a few people that want to know the progress I'm making on the comic. I only have a few days left of this challenge. At which point I'll be getting back to work on finishing up the book, putting it together for issue 6, so I can get those to my printer, so I can get proof back, so I can get them printed. With all this being said, the last 30 days have been weird, for sure. I was asked on one of my previous videos a couple days back, for Peter Palmiotti of Hundreds fame as well, what kind of plans I had for the future. What have I learned over this 30 days? And I'll hit on this again, I'm sure, on day 30. But I almost immediately just said, you know what, I'd do another 30 days. And do issue 8. And I got to thinking about it last night, and I was like, that's crazy talk. I'm not even really settled into my new place. I've got to put issue 6 together. Probably go back, look at issue 7, put finishing touches on pages, make sure they look up to snuff, and work on getting 6 handled properly. It is my intention to get issue 8 done by the end of the year. That's the best goal I can offer myself. I wanted to get through issue 9 this year, but the way this month has rolled, now putting 6 together, it's still possible, but probably not probable. If it happens, it happens. All the more power to me. But I'm not gonna push towards it. Issue 7 was a very good experiment in changing up the style, and I like the look of it, but at the same time, I really like the looks of when I had all the processes split up and scanned in the inks, so I had just the inks by themselves and then did colors. The problem with issue 7 is I wasn't thinking ahead and have all the pages on the regular comic outlined Bristol pad. So when I scan those in, I'm pretty sure I'm going to leave the pages as are, and they're just going to have the blue lines. So we'll see how that works out. Issue 7 is definitely going to be an interesting one once it gets published. So, with all that being said, progress is going well. A few days left of this challenge, and I'm making really good headway. I honestly don't see me not completing this challenge. Well, I'll make it to 30 days. It's still going to be tooth and nail getting there, but I honestly think I can finish up 7 in reasonable success in reasonable amount of time for these 30 days, which is awesome, because I lost a handful of days. There were a few days I took off just because I needed to unwind, because the whole moving process, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to October for sure. I have quite a few friends doing Inktober. I'm going to be trying out a couple new different videos on this channel anyways. Finally gonna get to those comic reviews I've been promising. I want to play around with a couple different ideas. I'm probably going to do a kind of graphic novel-esque video reading of at least the first couple issues, maybe? I don't know. We'll see for sure. So I'm going to put those together. I will try them out for my patrons. If they seem to dig them, I will throw them up on my YouTube channel anyway. And I don't know. Maybe they'll just be unlisted for people that back Kickstarter and whatnot. I don't know. Still throwing around ideas. We'll get it to work though. Also, last night saw Magnificent Seven, and that movie rocks. I went into it knowing nothing. I knew a couple of the actors that were in it, but I knew I wanted to see it. I'm not much of a Western fan, but it seems really strange to say, but Magnificent Seven is the movie I was expecting when I saw The Hateful Eight. Now, mind you, these movies are completely different. But when I saw it, it feels like an artsy Quentin Tarantino-esque style movie, I guess. I had a great time. It was a lot of fun. And without spoiling anything, I'll leave it at that. I hope you go see it and tell me what you thought of it as well. That's going to do it for today. I'm going to get back to coloring. I will link a few different videos down below. Check those links out. Check the cards. There might be some fun surprises in there. But that's going to do it for me today. And with only a few days left, let's charge towards that finish line together. Alright? I'll talk to you later. Love you guys. Later.
That is perfect.
Yeah.